welcome back. Today is Wednesday, May the 24th, and we're going to spend our day in the kitchen getting some goodies baked up for our graduation celebration on Thursday. But there was a couple of things that I wanted to address with you guys before we get into it and get started. The first thing is I'm trying out a new lighting system. I don't know if you guys can tell if it's making a difference, but I'm hoping that it will make the quality of the videos a little bit better. So let me know in the comments if you can tell a difference, if you think it's too bright, you think it's too much, just let me know. And the second thing that I wanted to address is that if you are new here, hi and welcome, and I'm really glad that you're here. Unfortunately, YouTube doesn't always tell me your name or give me a picture. Sometimes the subscription number just goes up, so I can't thank you personally, but I did want to thank you, and I want to thank all of you guys that have subscribed, the ones of you that like my videos, watch them to the end, comment. You guys mean so much to me, and it really does help me grow this YouTube channel. So I just wanted to say thank you for your support. But moving into what we're going to do today is I wanted to make two different desserts. We're going to have a fish fry on Thursday, but I wanted to come up with a couple of ideas of desserts that I knew the kids would really enjoy since this is their party and their day. So the first thing that we're going to make today is some Reese's peanut butter cup cookies, and the second thing is some white chocolate popcorn. Now, back around Easter when I made that bunny bait, the kids, they loved it. They ate it up. I think it was probably gone 3 days after I made it. So this is a little different. It's just popcorn. It's not more of like a trail mix per se. But I really think that they're going to like it. And I know they're going to love the cookies because we are big cookie fans in this house. So cookies are always a hit. So let's go ahead and jump into it because I've got to leave today to head to the school. They're cleaning out things, got to pick up medicine from the office, you name it. So let's see what we can get accomplished. So starting off, we're going to start on our cookies first because they're going to need some time to chill in the refrigerator before we can scoop them and put them on our our baking sheets for the oven. So I'm going to pull you guys in closer. We're going to get this mixed up, and I am going to put the recipes to both of these desserts in the description box below in case you need to reference back for anything. So the first thing for these cookies is I'm going to get 2 sticks of softened butter into my bowl. And if you guys at any time today hear the chickens in the background, I am sorry. They are very talkative this morning. But I'm going to do 2 sticks of butter, and then I'm going to put 2 eggs into this. We need half of a cup of white sugar, and we need 1 full cup of brown sugar. We're also going to need 2 teaspoons of vanilla. And we need 1 teaspoon of salt. So I'm going to take a second and get this all creamed together. And you could definitely use a mixer if you want to do it with a mixer. I just always do it by hand. I kind of enjoy the process of doing it by hand. And I did want to say that these are very much similar to chocolate chip cookies, and they just have Reese peanut butter cups added in, and then you put a drizzle of peanut butter on the top of these cookies. But you could totally switch it up if you wanted it to be more peanut buttery, if that's a word. You could make peanut butter cookies and maybe do a chocolate drizzle on top. Just kind of switch it up and play around, try different things. But I'm just going to take a second and get all of this mixed together. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and move in with this bowl so that I can get my dry ingredients mixed together. And what we're going to need for flour is we need 2 3/4 cup of flour. Then we need 1 teaspoon of baking soda. And I'm just going to go ahead and get this all mixed together. I'm going to slowly add my dry ingredients into my wet and get this all mixed together. The last thing that we're going to add to this before we put it in the refrigerator to chill it is one 12-ounce bag of chocolate chips. And I'm just going to go ahead and get these mixed together in here. If you wanted to stop right here, then you would have a basic chocolate chip cookie recipe. And if that's what you prefer, then that's great. Then you're ahead of the game. So I'm going to put this in the refrigerator and let this chill for about an hour, and in the meantime we'll start on our popcorn. Alright, so moving into our popcorn, the first thing that we need to do is we need to pop 1/3 cup of popcorn kernels. And I just pulled out my popcorn popper for this. You guys have heard me talk about this in another video. I absolutely love this thing. I can link it for you in the description box below. But if you didn't have a popcorn popper, you could probably just pop it on the stove top. But like I said, we need 1/3 of a cup. So I'm going to go ahead and get that measured out and get these popcorn kernels into my popcorn maker. Alright, so I'm going to get the lid on top and go ahead and let this popcorn pop up. This did make 7 cups once it was popped, so just in case you want to use bag popcorn from the microwave, you can keep that in mind. But I like a salty, sweet element to my chocolate popcorn. So I'm going to go ahead and drizzle over a little bit of olive oil and then sprinkle in some salt and get this mixed together. So the last thing that we're going to do is we need to melt down 4 big blocks of almond bark, which worked out perfect because that's what I had left over when I made that bunny bait. And I'm just using white almond bark, but you could use like maybe the little colored candy melts if you wanted to. But I chose to stick with the plain white almond bark because I've got some sprinkles here that I'm going to sprinkle in when we mix all of this together to kind of make it festive and match our celebration event. I'm just going to get this almond bark into the microwave, and I'm going to microwave it at 30 seconds each interval until I can get that melted and smooth. Okay, I have my almond bark all melted down, and then I also went ahead and I measured out 1/4 cup of sprinkles. I did red and blue to match our event. So I'm going to go ahead and get this almond bark dumped into my popcorn and get that all tossed together. Now that I have it about halfway incorporated, I'm going to go ahead and add in my sprinkles while my chocolate is still warm. And then mix this all together. I went ahead and I just moved this over to a piece of parchment paper on my countertop. And I did sprinkle a little bit more salt on the top and a few more sprinkles just because, like I said, I want it to be more sweet and salty. But I'm just going to let this set and harden back up and cool, and then I'll get this moved over to an airtight container until I'm ready for it on Thursday. Moving back over to our cookie dough. It's been chilling now for about an hour, and I have my oven preheating to 350 degrees. And I have my baking sheets lined with parchment paper. So the very first thing that I want to do is I want to go ahead and get the cookie dough scooped out onto the baking sheets before we move on to the Reese cups. So I do not own a cookie scoop, which is surprising for as many cookies as we eat in this house. But I'm just using a 1 tablespoon measurement, and I'm going to get these dropped onto the cookie sheet. Now entering the best candy on earth, in my opinion. You cannot convince me otherwise. So what I'm going to do for for my Reese cups in the top of my cookies is I'm just going to go ahead and unwrap it, of course. And you could probably use the big Reese cups. I think that would work fine. But I'm just going to take it out of the package and cut it directly down the middle. And then I'm going to face them facing up to where the peanut butter is showing. And I am just going to position them on the top of my cookie, like I said, facing up to where that cut part is seen. And I'm just going to repeat the process until I have Reese cups on top of all of my cookies. So our first set of cookies are going into the oven now, and we're going to bake these for 10 to 12 minutes, like I said, at 350 degrees. First batch of cookies are officially out of the oven, and they look absolutely delicious how they are. But I'm going to take half of a cup of peanut butter to start off with, and I'm going to microwave this for 15 seconds at a time until I can get this melted down and smooth. And then I'm going to take this melted peanut butter and I'm going to go ahead and drizzle it over the top of each of these cookies. These look so good. If you are a peanut butter lover, this is going to be right up your alley. Alright, so now that our cookies are done, I'm just going to go ahead and repeat the process with the rest of the cookie dough, but I'm just going to leave that plain chocolate chip in case we have somebody at our party who's not a peanut butter lover or possibly can't have peanut butter. So I'm going to go ahead and get those finished. Well, friends, we did it. We basically got it all done, and that is another thing checked off of the to-do list for the graduation celebration. I want to say thank you guys for taking time out of your day to spend time with me. I had a blast with you guys as always. And I would love to know, what is your favorite kind of candy? Let me know in the comments below. And like I mentioned earlier, these recipes will be in the description box below as well. And be sure to check back in with me because come Thursday, we need to get this kitchen decorated for our party. But until next time, I will see you later, friends.